Hi everyone, I'm Will. Have you ever served anyone? If so, you are being a servant. When we know and love Jesus, we can serve Him. What do you think a servant should act like? Think about that as we listen to this story Jesus told about a faithful servant. Watch this.
Jesus was teaching his disciples about a day in the future, the last day, when the Lord would come. Jesus said that no one knows what day the Lord is coming, so everyone should be ready. Then he told a parable, or a story. Jesus told many parables to help the disciples understand what God's kingdom is like and to show them how to live. This parable was about a faithful servant. Jesus started his story with a question. He asked, "Who is a wise and faithful servant? Who will the master put in charge of his household and all the other servants? Who will he trust to feed them at the right time? It will be the servant who the master finds working when he comes. The master will reward that servant and put him in charge of all his things." Then Jesus talked about an evil servant, a servant who thought he could do whatever he wanted because his master was not around. Jesus said, "If a servant is evil and thinks to himself, 'My master will not be coming back for a while,' so he is mean to the other servants and hurts them, and he eats and drinks with people who eat and drink too much, then that servant will not be ready when the master comes back. What will the master do? The master will punish that servant. He will send him away to be with people who say one thing and do something else, to the place where people cry and gnash their teeth with pain." That evil servant knew what his master wanted him to do, but he did not do it. He was not ready for the master to return. So that servant deserves to be punished greatly. If a servant did not know what his master wanted him to do, then he will be punished lightly. If someone has been given great responsibility, then he will be expected to do many things, and even more will be expected of someone who has been given even greater responsibility. Jesus gives believers a responsibility of caring for his word and sharing the gospel. No one knows the exact time Jesus will return to earth. We must always be ready. When Jesus returns, those who faithfully work for him will be rewarded, but those who do not will be punished.
Jesus told this story because he is coming back someday. We don't know when he will come back, so we should always be ready like a wise and faithful servant. What will happen to the wise and faithful servant? The wise and faithful servant will be rewarded. See you next time.